once more the Zelos box on the Back in Time watch channel. Today I'm wearing the Rolex GMT Master 2, as I usually do as soon as I get home from work, but we're not gonna talk about that watch today. We're talking about the Zelos. Let me open it up. It's actually quite stiff inside this carton piece. Put it away there. And here we have the wooden box made of acacia, I don't know how to pronounce it in English. We have a burnt in Zelos logo. It's really nicely done, and I'm really liking this wooden box with magnets inside. So actually the weight of the watch would make the lid open up if I take it upside down, but if I just take out the watch roll and if I close the box, you see the magnets make it so that it doesn't open up. It's a nice wooden box. I'm going to put that aside. And here we have the watch roll that comes with this watch. It's a nice little thing to have. You can use it when you travel. It's a good little watch roll. Open it up. Feels like a high quality watch roll. They even added some details here with this metal roller thingy. Yeah, nice stitching all around. Perfectly good. I'm not a watch roll expert, so I'm not gonna spend any more time on the watch roll except for the logo, Zelos logo right there. So let's take a look at the accessories first. This watch actually comes with a Horween leather strap made in USA with a quick release system. That's really nifty to have on a watch like this. Means you can easily exchange the bracelet and put on this leather strap. Horween, I've heard, I have no experience with them before, but I've read and seen in other YouTube videos that they actually make high quality leather straps, and it looks like a really sturdy and nice strap. White stitching, Zelos logo there, and nothing on the buckle. There it is. I'm gonna put that back in there. We have the cool warranty card, which is actually the coolest, one of the coolest warranty card designs in the business. It's made of metal with this hollow edges here. It's a cool warranty card showing some of the insides of a watch there. Zelos logo in the middle. Purchase date, serial number, 1 year limited warranty. Cool. Put it back in there and let's take a look at the watch. And there we have it. This is the Zelos Swordfish Titanium Launch Special. And immediately when you take this watch out of the box, what strikes me at least is that dial. Look at that sunburst teal dial. When you put it under some shade, and I'm going to show you some outside pictures, it goes dark, almost kind of a green, dark bluish, bottom of the ocean, dark blue. But as soon as you put it under some sunlight, it strikes you with its light green, light blue, teal color. It's a really beautiful, magnificent dial. And one other thing is, if you look at the dial, you can see that it's kind of a three-dimensional. We have the dial, and then the hour markers are actually imprinted in the dial. They're hollow. So the loom is maybe on a separate disc behind the dial, and then we have the actual dial, and then the hour markers, and then the yellow second ticking away there with the red detail at the top. Zelos logo in the middle, automatic, 300 meters. Date window at 6 o'clock, and the date window is color matched with the rest of the dial. Really, really nice. We have a stainless steel brushed bezel insert with loom. As you can see, this case really reminds me of a Seiko Samurai case. Correct me if I'm wrong there. bracelet, clasp, Zelos logo, 3-fold with security pushers. The back side, Zelos Swordfish 300 meters titanium. As always, they have Zelos have numbered watches. This is number 207 of 250. Sapphire crystal, easy access to change out the bracelet there, and we actually have screwed links, which is perfect. And on the bracelet, we're gonna talk about that a little bit later. Let me just run through some specs here, and we're gonna go over some positives and some negatives about the watch. Diameter 42 millimeters, thickness 13 millimeters, lug width 22 millimeters, lug to lug 48 millimeters. Water resistance is 300 meters. We have a Seiko NH35 ticking away inside of this watch with the color matched date wheel. Stainless steel bezel insert, as I said before, and it's loomed. 120 clicks unidirectional bezel. And let me just show you the sound of that. The sound is really stiff and quite loud, which I actually appreciate, because you even though if you wouldn't have any feeling in your fingers, if it's freezing cold outside, you can hear the bezel move. And it's actually really perfectly aligned, and we have minimal back play, and it's a great bezel. It feels a little stiff. I mean, it feels it's not the best feeling bezel in the world. It feels a little mechanical, it's not with the flow that you feel in other bezels, but still I really appreciate that it's perfectly aligned. I appreciate that it's loud, and I appreciate that you can feel every single click. So I would actually say that this is a really nice bezel action on this watch. We have a sapphire crystal with AR coating on the inside. And the fun part with this watch is that it's actually on a titanium bracelet. You can't see it, or maybe you can, because titanium has a special look to it. It's almost a little darker gray than stainless steel. Screwed links, as I said before, on the bracelet. But the clasp on this watch is actually steel. So we have a titanium bracelet with a steel clasp, which I actually appreciate, because I've said this before in another video, I'm not much for titanium watches, and I'm going to talk a little bit more about that later. But I appreciate that they mixed it up, titanium bracelet and stainless steel clasp. Makes it feel a little more sturdy and not as lightweight that I don't like. It feels a little heavier than the last titanium watch I held in my hand, which was actually a Breitling Aerospace. The best thing with this clasp, though, is actually the quick adjust system. Oh my god, how I wish every watch would have a solution like this. As you can see, if you want to have a couple of millimeters of adjustment, because maybe your wrist has swollen up in the afternoon, or maybe it's a little cold outside and you have to tighten it up a little, you just pull this lever up and you slide it right in, and you get yourself, and you slide it out and you slide it in. Easy as that. It's really nice, a nice function, and I wish all watches had that. The owner has not taken off all the plastics of the watch, and I'm not going to take them off either, because it's not my watch. I'm sending it right back to him, and that's actually why I'm not going to be putting this watch on the Horween leather for this video. I'm not changing out straps and bracelets on watches that I only borrow from people. They're lent to me for a reason. Really nice of people to lend me the watches to make the videos, and I'm not gonna try my luck with changing out a bracelet or a strap and actually scratching up the watch. I'm not gonna do that, sorry. This watch comes in at $369 US. And the really cool thing with Zelos is that they actually have one price if you pre-order the watch in the watch's pre-order phase, and when the pre-order closes, the price goes up and you actually pay the full price. So if you're quick on the ball and if you know that you want the watch and you know that the model looks good and you really want it, I recommend you buying it in the pre-order phase, because after that the prices go up. And as I said, even my Rolex doesn't have the quick adjust system, and that's a shame. Yeah, I really wish all watches could have some kind of solution like that. I really think that the teal color looks great with my tattoos, and it's a beautiful, beautiful watch. And as you may have seen in my other Zelos video, I actually had one with the teal dial as well. It's a really nice color, and I regret selling that watch, and I'm actually thinking about getting myself a Zelos once again. I think the teal matches the stainless steel bezel insert perfectly, and then a little splash of color with the yellow second hand there. It's a nice looking watch. So let's talk about some positives and negatives. And let's start out with the positives, because why not start out on a positive note? I really love the dial on this watch. Teal is one of my top 5 favorite colors, and it looks really beautiful. It has a lovely sunburst effect, and it changes identity based on if you have it in a lot of light or if you have it in the shade, which I love. It almost makes you feel like having 2 different watches on your arm at the same time. The dial is clean. We only have the logo, the automatic, and 300 meters, and nothing more. Date window is almost invisible, but when you are looking for it, you know it's there. And I love the 3-dimensional dial, that it's a little original, with the hour markers being imprinted instead of applied. That's really nice and something I don't see every day. I'm really liking this dial. Another positive is the bezel. It's loud and precise, and even though I could have wanted it to be a little smoother, a little softer to the touch, it's still a perfectly good bezel, and actually one of the best bezels I have had the joy to experience at this price class. One other positive is that this watch is really comfortable to wear. Even though I'm not a fan of titanium, I really see the benefits. It's lightweight and it feels like a dream on the wrist. You almost don't feel it there. It's not like a G-Shock. It doesn't weigh 60 grams or anything, but still it's a nice contrast to the heavier watches that you can see and that you're actually gonna see in my other Zelos review. And the last positive thing about this watch is the clasp. It's a phenomenal clasp. I really like the thickness of it. I really like the high quality feeling of it. I really like the logo, and I really love the quick adjust system. That's a godsend, and I really appreciate the function. Wish all watches could have a clasp like this. And now to the negatives. Titanium. I don't know how many times I'm gonna say it. I'm not a fan of titanium. I really see the benefits of it, but still, I want to feel even though this is a watch that they've done it quite different. They put a titanium bracelet and a stainless steel clasp, which makes it feel heavier than other titanium watches, but still it feels a little rattly. I don't know why. I don't know, it feels a little too jingly jangly. I'm just not a fan of titanium. Even though I like the bracelet, I like the look of the bracelet. It's thick, it has screwed links. I'm just not a fan of the material. I just don't like titanium. I can't get over it. I'm sorry, and it is what it is. It just is what it is. The bracelet simply feels a little flimsy, and I think that that's because of the titanium, but I might be wrong. And that's actually the only negative thing I have to say about this watch. It's a great watch, coming in at a great price and giving you some extraordinary lume. I'm going to show you the lume shot right here. As you can see, it lights up like an atomic wasteland, and it's a Zelos. They always nail it with the lume. They have some of the best lume in the business, and just look at it glow. Fantastic, really nice. And this is when I take it away from me as far as I can. There you can see it's perfectly legible even at that distance, and now I'm taking it back in again. Beautiful, beautiful lume. And there it is, almost a perfect watch, coming in at $369. Really nice showing from Zelos here, flexing Zelos. Really nice piece from Zelos here, flexing their muscles once again, and actually confirming to me why they might be my favorite micro brand of all time. Just gonna put it back there, as I usually do. And as I usually do, I'm gonna wish that maybe if you like this video, consider giving it a thumbs up and maybe subscribing to the channel. I'm gonna continue pumping out the videos, and I hope that they're to your enjoyment. And almost as important, if not more important, if you didn't like it, give me a thumbs down. Just write me a comment about what you didn't like, and I'll be sure to try to do better the next time. And until next time, I hope to see you again. Bye bye.